What is up, guys? It's Nick B here, and today we are trading live. It is August 19th, and yeah, get into this day. A little bit more volatility than the previous days. That's good, I think. Hopefully these bars aren't too massive, and we could hopefully do some good minimization if need be. Let's go. What is up, guys? Howdy. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and wait till time is 8:35. Alright, looks like morning starts off with a massive spike in the wrong direction. Looks like they're trying to correct this. Probably picture this being corrected. Especially on that 5-minute chart. Zoom out. You can see trying to correct this market ohms. Well, the day begins right around here, so probably up to here is where people are going to try and correct to. It is a two-legged move. If you see it, that one move, 2 legs, but just there's a lot of pushes there I don't like. Now we have to imagine a second entry here. On a swing high first entry, second entry, what position we would take. We wouldn't draw the trend line because we don't want to draw the trend line on an opening spike. Neither do we want to use pre-market data right now to draw a trend line, even though this could help us in some way, but let's not draw that out. Like as of right now, overall trend's gonna be up, and we can imagine happening due to the fact that we have a lot of people trying to correct the spike. And on the opposing side, we could have spike being corrected here and trying to sell way back down to these lows, which could possibly create a downtrend. Got a first entry here, but that's a terrible entry, so we're not going to take that as a first entry. We'll probably just take that as a leg. Right now it's starting to look a little... Actually, yeah, we'll just take that as a leg. If we get a second leg down here, we could probably go ahead. Now that's a good correction. Right, so that's going to be one leg. This did correct a lot of it, so maybe this could be actually a downtrend. Nothing in our strat says downtrend here except for the psychology basis of it, and it looks like it already triggered, so we don't like that setup there, so we're just gonna stay out of this one. I think it actually might be still in the long direction. No correction for sell. And we'll do some minimization here if we can get it. Decent minimization nonetheless. I think, where's that green bar? What is... Good push, good push. Great minimization, I think. Nice. So overall trend was up there due to the fact that this huge red bar, people see it as, it corrected a lot really quick. Maybe it's not showing enough strength and people are still trying to go in the long direction and trying to correct this entire thing. That's really creating an overall uptrend. And according to our strat, we don't have any evidence for an overall downtrend. It's just 2-leg correction there with the strong uptrend, so good sell. You gotta swing over first entry. This point, it could be an overall downtrend or could still potentially be an uptrend if we draw a good trend here, but this spike is just a little bit too big, so I think we'll treat this as an overall downtrend now. Not much minimization we can do here. 2, 4, 6, 8. kind of saw this one. Oof. So swing left, first entry, second entry. We could have drawn this trend line here, but it's just actually we potentially could have, because it's a spike up to a spike down, so bouncing off that the lows there, and we'll create the sell. Yeah, we didn't draw that trend line though. This could be another bounce, or could be a little bit lower. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a bounce here. Perhaps maybe even like this. Maybe not too tight. Actually, it might be tight. Could be it right here, potentially. Which means maybe we didn't hit that low. Okay. If we didn't hit that low, that should make this overall trend to be down. Not much minimization we can do here. We could probably minimize to here. Nice. I think we should be okay. It looks like people are really trying to correct this, which should push this market up, and we're hitting the top of this, which means it should break. Go. There it is, and we're 2 ticks away, or 1 point away, it looks like. Looks like we got a nice low here at 73.25, which is, where's that? Right here? Yeah. Should probably go for a little bit more minimization here. Still 70, still 73.25. That is. Okay, we could probably break even here if we really wanted to. Just go ahead and let this breathe for a bit. Should be creating a new low, which is the part I'm a little bit nervous about, but could be a little. Yep, there we go. Good scalp. So the reason it pushes up there is because a lot of people knew there could be, well, usually when you get a new break, you get a new low, but when there's a second entry there, people like to go for that sell anyway and to try to make that new low, but a lot of times they're too early, and so that pushes up and we got that scalp. And so yeah, good trade. Now we're gonna get rid of this trend line. So this one was actually an easy trade, the one before. You take a look at that. We bounce off there, and it's, you would first imagine, the first thing I saw was this, like, all right, that spike is just way too big, but we have used this before, actually a lot of times before, where it's a spike up and a spike down, so that's already made up for. I push up, push it, push down, so it's already 2 measured moves, and you get these nice confirmed tests, 1, 2, 3, that's overall trend up. Go for that sell. Massive push down. These are massive bars now. We got swing high, first entry. These bars don't slow down. We might just skip the next trade because these are it's massive volume right now. Do have a nice second entry. Bars are getting smaller. Just worried that a lot of volume happened because a lot of people entered the market. Okay, so not a great setup, so we'll go ahead and stick out of it. We do have a swing low first entry though, but once again, not the greatest looking thing. It's happened too soon for me. Unless that second entry pulls off here, which it most likely will not. It might keep pushing up in that direction, which might just make this look like a double bottom. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and stay out of this, especially with these massive bars. Man, look at that. Look at that. All right, we got a swing high. First entry. We have to imagine every single time. That way we are prepared for the trade. No, we're not surprised by anything, or we at least we have more time to think, draw trend lines and stuff like that. Yeah. So right now, I'm already noticing right away that double top, pretty decent test. So about 2 points within one another. Volume is not there. I would have liked to see a massive bar, even like close to a massive bar. Even here is nothing special. People see that double top. People want to go short. I think overall trend is going to be in the down direction. We'll treat this as one leg, even though there's a decent correction there. It didn't push up, so that's the only thing that I have a problem with here. It is a two-legged move. Even here, you can probably see that. But we'll go ahead and treat this as one leg, hopefully. If anything, it'll save us from getting stopped out. Okay, now that's the correction we were looking for. But we want a nice, solid push about the same. Nope. If it pushes up here, we are not taking this trade. Yep. I actually think overall trend's going to be up. People are see the weakness in the downside, so people are going to try and trap these people. But once again, we have that double bottom. Unless we get triggered here, I don't think I want to take a position here. This pushes up here. I would not like to go for this. Alright, it has to trigger here. Okay. And actually, I think this one's a 20% or this swing high first entry, second entry, if we were to take a position there. Because you would not get into this sell, but if you did buy, you would have got stopped out. So, good thing we skipped out of that one. Taking this as a double bottom, not to a first entry. I would like a little bit more of a push. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have to think about what these highs are going to look like. So it looks like an overall uptrend as of right now, which means we could potentially go for this sell. Wished it pushed up a little bit higher. Oh god. Interesting. That was extremely weird. We could probably exit this one. Swing high, let's go for a sell. That was extremely weird. I've never seen that before. I guess we are lagging a tiny bit. So there's a swing high there, I believe. Yep. Probably take this guy. Looks like that's gonna be a there. Actually, it might be an overall downtrend. I think it's an uptrend. If it was a downtrend, we'd be in the trade right now, because we would be buying. Alright, let's see if we could get some minimization here. Came to the tick. I don't know if we can get 2, 4, 6, 8. Actually, yeah, we can do some minimization. Is it not going to get us in this trade? Are you kidding me? Come back for us. 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Are you joking? Don't you dare. Don't you dare leave without us. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Are you joking? It came to... Oh gosh. It didn't fill us. Oh man, if we got filled on that one, that would have been great. Then we would have been done. But unfortunately, we did not get filled on that one. It came to the tick. Reversed on us. It's a shame. Alright, here, usually when you're on an uptrend, you don't want to draw this random downtrends, because that's not usually how it works. We don't take the smaller ones, we take the bigger ones. In this case, could have a trend here, or something like this. But it looks like we actually broke it already. Yeah. Swing low. I think we might be bouncing off of here, but I think it's still an overall uptrend because people are really trying to push the market up in that direction. Let's see, let's verify. We're getting a little bit more volume. It's more like down here than it is up here. Not much volume actually. The overall trend could still potentially be up here, which means go for the sell, and actually it lines up pretty much with psychology, the psychology portion, because people are really trying to push the market beyond these highs at least. And at most trying to correct it. Opposing psychology would be to correct this entire thing all the way back down to these lows after that double top. That could be the downtrend side, especially after this massive red bar here. People are starting to see strength in the downside, which means we could potentially hit these lows, which could really make people want to go for the sell here. We do have a swing low first entry. We get a nice push up. Maybe we'll take it. Maybe we'll just stick with the swing high first entry. Don't like any of those pushes. Could take this on a swing high first entry. Overall trend, I think, is actually down here. There's not great minimization, so I'm not going to take it. If there was better minimization, maybe we'll take it. And if it was a better setup, we'd take it. But the fact that it's not great minimization and not a great setup, we're just going to stay out of it. So we'd be in the trade if we were buying. That'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right up there. We could have entered if we really wanted to. We probably still can. I'm worried that we're reading it wrong. Overall trend should be down here, which means we should be going for the buy. It's just a lot of evidence on the downside. Let's see what happens here. Keeps pushing out, that would be the correct thing. We got that scalp, and good to know that we're on the right page. And I think that's it. Yep, that would have been it. So that's 2 trades. Just flew right past us. 2, 4. Oh, actually no. 12 is up here. It's not it. Possibly still could get in this trade, but we'll just stay out of it. Now I'm worried that the overall trend could be up here, and it still could be a bad setup. Who knows? It's a good thing we stayed out of it. Didn't think we get this, but we gotta swing. Oh, no, we didn't. Or maybe swing off first entry, push up to a second entry. Looks like overall trend should be, actually could be up. We could actually go for the sell here. The reason it's up is because psychology, and plus there's a little bit of support here to declare the overall uptrend, and there's no indication of an overall trend change. People could be going for the stop out on the opposing side. A little worried that we might be wrong here. Overall trend might be down. Two, 4, 6, 8. No minimization, unfortunately. Ooh, massive push. We could still take a position here. Not too bad of a setup. I think overall trend is going to be definitely up. Do we want to continue this? I don't think so. There's not really much volume there. There was a volume here though. If we could get a good minimization on this bar, that'd be great. It looks like it's just gonna keep pushing. It's kind of a bad setup now. Let's just stay out of it. Let's take it. Not much minimization though, unfortunately. Let's stay out of it. Don't like it. Swing low first entry. It could work out, but rather get into the habit of not taking these ugly ones. Should we? Trend is up. Don't want to continue. Yeah, let's go for it. Whatever. Maybe we could get some minimization in here. Nice. Let's go. Good scout. The reason I like it was because this was a nice push up, nice push down. If this pushed down maybe even a little further, or if it was a little bit closer, we wouldn't take it, but it was a nice decent consolidation push up, then push down. And then we have this overall uptrend of the psychology people, of the psychology that people are going to be pushing the market back up to these highs, and our strategy declared these as non-significant, as insignificant. So that's gonna say not continue that, and so that's why we saw it. So good trading today. Let's go ahead or go. And pretty much amazing trading today. We might get a second entry. I don't want to take it just because. Let's take our profit and run. All right, peace out. Let's see. Well, after taxes, what is that? How many trades did we take? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's a lot of trades actually. So 58 minus 5 times 1 point. Was it 42? Equals. Hey, not bad. Let's go. All right, beats out.